Welcome back to the Get You Boy Intuition. Welcome back to the Get You Boy Intuition, man. Y'all here with Marco Divine, man. And I'm about to talk to my divine feminines real quick, man. Keep in mind, divine feminine is a gender neutral. Yeah, because this could be something that y'all chosen ones. Because this could be something that y'all chosen ones go through the same. So divine feminines, right? Consider that divine. Have shit to do with women. Divine masculine don't have shit to do with a man. It's just it's both. But so I know a lot of us divine divine feminines. Well, the divine feminine, the chosen ones, go and people all type of shit, all type of shit. Motherfuckers trying to play with the Wi-Fi because they mad I'm exposing them. But I don't know if somebody dealing with this situation like me as a chosen one. You could be dealing with a situation where your family could have bought assets, cars, houses, and shit with money that belongs to you, that came from an inheritance that belonged to you, that you may not have been aware of for most of your life, but this damn near all of your life, this has been attached to your name. This has been left to you, this inheritance. And you know, if you are still around your people and you see things falling apart in their life, them going through certain shit, it's because of that. The assets they're losing it because they bought that shit with money that belongs to you. I got into an argument with my pops earlier. You know how we all know that motherfuckers that don't like sage and the smell of sage and the smell of Palo Santo, you already know what that means, right? Motherfuckers demonic. I burnt that shit on purpose. I burnt that shit on purpose. And then when we was talking about the shit, he tried to get all like put bass in his voice, like, what'd he say? Don't be burning this in this house. I was like, hell, how did you pay for this house again? Where the money came from that you bought this house with? A nigga got quiet and left the house. Yeah, nigga, you know. That's the only reason I came back to this house. I done had to move. I done had to move states. I done been gone from my hometown for about 5+ years because my family been trying to set me up and sacrifice me for some money because they couldn't get access to the money that belonged to me unless I was dead. So they trying to do something to me so they can get that money, and that's been going on since 2020. Well, really, it's been going on for a while, but I ain't had to leave my hometown till like 2021. But 2020 is when my spiritual journey started, when I started realizing who the fuck I was. But yeah, man. And since I've been back home, and I had to leave home and pour into myself spiritually, and because the more you pour into yourself spiritually, the more your divine protection raises. The more you tap into who the fuck you are, who you was in the past life, who you was put here to be, your divine protection raises. So when I realized who the fuck I was, I came back home and like, man, yeah, y'all trying to sacrifice me, but y'all can't do shit to me. So I came back home, right? And then y'all want to know what's so crazy? In the mix of them trying to sacrifice me, they ended up sacrificing my little brother. He died September 30th. He got shot on the 29th, but he died September 30th. He got set up by people that's in a group that we are both a part of. Sometimes when people try to sacrifice people, like look at that dude, Lil Papa, that just died. You see how he killed himself? Even if he did kill himself, people do spell work for things to happen. People can do spell work for you to get sick and die. People do spell work to make you get in your own head and want to do yourself. 8888, as I'm saying, I see somebody name with that. K-Dub. Appreciate you coming in here because that motherfucking just gave that confirmation. But yeah, and it'd be for money. It'd be for money. Look what's on the top of this deck I ain't even touched yet. Award. They trying to take motherfuckers out for awards. There's multiple people in my family that took it out. My auntie Sharon. And the shit that's so crazy, it's some of my auntie kids I don't know if this shit's skipping or not. It said unstable connection. Cause these motherfuckers playing with the, after I done exposed my pops, his ass left the house and started playing with the Wi-Fi and shit like a little bitch. But anyway, the shit that's so crazy about it, my auntie Sharon was a victim of this shit, being sacrificed for money. And her own kids is playing a role in this shit. I'm not gonna say they playing a role in her death, but they playing a role with trying to sacrifice me. And I wonder if they know that shit. And I done told one of her kids. I told him, and his reaction is letting me know that, bitch, you know what the fuck going on. And you playing a part. My Uncle Frederick too. My Uncle Frederick. And the reason I know this shit is because these people are now my ancestors. They protect me. They fight these battles with me. They come to me in my dreams and all of that shit. That's how I know what's going on. I still remember the day when my family fell apart because my great grandmama, she not really my great grandmama, but she just the person that one of my granddads married, and she took care of my children. Like my grandmama was then a deadbeat. On my dad mom, she was a deadbeat. Her dad's wife took care of her kids. That's who they call mama. Okay, so it's like this woman had a certain level of protection over the whole family. Soon as she died, the whole family went to fucking chaos, and it was for a reason. So whoever was trying to do something to anybody in the family, they know they had to get her out of the way first. That's why her death didn't make sense. She died 100 years old. She was 101 or 102. Long ass, pretty white hair, long braid, red skin, like a fucking Indian. Real shit. Mary Johnson. That's when all the chaos started in my family. All of it. The whole fucking family fell apart. I'm talking about we used to be 15 deep in one trip double wide trailer. Everybody like this. Every day was like a fucking cookout. Soon as she died, boy, family went to shit. She was sacrificed too. And she came to me in a dream last year. I was so mad I wanted to come and kill my peoples for that shit. But my grandma was like, nah, don't. Yeah, she was telling me. And she don't always talk to me. She don't always come and talk to me. But when she do, you know what I'm saying? Like my auntie Sharon, I talk to her the most. Her, Uncle Frederick, I talk to them the most. And my brother Chris, that just died. Talk all the time. I see him in my dreams all the time. But my whole family in on this shit. Sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunties. They be in my face trying to gaslight me, but I be trying to play the shit cordial, but I know for a fact that if things would have went their way and I didn't have this divine protection over my life, I would have been dead and they would have been somewhere. Shit. Real talk. Real shit. And y'all gonna see, if y'all followers of mine, when this money is returned back to me and put where the fuck to the owner it belongs to, y'all gonna see me on here with it. I promise you. It's coming. But anyways, whoever going through this shit, don't spare these people. Don't feel like you gotta love these motherfuckers more than you love yourself. You over here holding their secrets, keeping their secrets while they trying to take you out. That's what they want. They want you to keep their secrets. So if when they do something to you, nobody know to look for nothing. They can lie and say that this and this happened. My peoples can't lie and say that my brother wasn't a sacrifice, because guess what? My mama called me and told me. And I talked to one of my cousins about that shit, and he said, damn, I heard that shit too. And I looked at him funny, because it's like, how the fuck you heard that, but you ain't saying nothing? I done had dreams. Boy, when people in my family try to do spell work on me, I see them in my dreams. Two of my cousins, and right the next day, they pull up and try to smoke with me. They pull up and try to smoke a blunt with me. I smoke weed all the time, but every time I smoke with them, I notice, boy, I be tired for the rest of the fucking day. Like I smoke 4 blunts. I don't even get that high when I smoke by myself. You feel me? That shit be crazy, man. This shit's so crazy. They even be doing spell work on the dogs. The dog downstairs I feel like this dog is like a guardian angel, because like I said, when my spiritual journey first started, if it wasn't for that dog, I probably would have killed myself. I'm not gonna lie. This dog was my fucking emotional support. She downstairs right now. She was pissing blood since the day my brother died. I don't fucking know why. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. She been pissing blood since the day my brother died. Pissing blood. The last time I was around them, she would literally go and stand by the stairs and just stare at the stairs like something was wrong with her. Or go outside their room door and just stand there looking weird, like she feels something. Even at the last house we had, she would go and bark at the fucking bathroom and nobody in that bitch. I done caught my family having conversations talking about doing rituals and all type of shit. It was an African dude that came to the door with a bag full of sticks and shit. I guess it's roots. When people be boiling roots, hand it to me. Somebody, give this to your father. I'm like, what the fuck is this? When the fuck they started doing this? The fuck? And at this point, I done told them multiple times, like, bro, like they don't like me doing tarot. My people don't like me doing tarot nowhere around them. I do it anyway. I don't give a fuck. But I tell them all the time, what y'all worried about me finding out? I already know everything. Y'all think just because I ain't say nothing about it, I don't know? And now that I told him, I never told him that I know about that inheritance money. But today, I said a little bit about it, and that motherfucker just left the house. That nigga got quiet and left. He wanted to come at me on some tough shit because I burnt that Palo Santo. But it's like, bro, I can't hold that shit in. To know that my brother is dead because of y'all. And y'all out here crying and shit, going to the police trying to help them find the killer when y'all put the energy out in the air for death to come. I moved away in 2021, I think. Yeah, 2021. I've been moving in multiple states and I've been being followed. Followed by people. My pop's a Mason. He think I don't know. He a Mason. He think I don't know. And now it makes so much sense because I used to always wonder, how the fuck is my dad a mechanic? But you always talking about how you got a police officers like that's your friend. Like you talk like they in your pocket, like they can do shit for you, they don't do for other people. Your friends are always in the military or people that normally have these Mason, you know what I'm saying? That these Masons job titles they have. This house that I'm in right now, they bought this shit with my money. And that's the reason why I came back here. The last time I left because I had a little situation in court. Like they called the police on me. They tried to set me up and get caught up by some police officers that's also Masons. Right here in Port Royal, Beaufort, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Down here where the Gullah Geechee people live at, yeah. I still remember these officers' face. I don't remember their name. My ex had something to do with setting me up too. Because she was in the car with me. She kept being on her phone and shit. I never give her rides nowhere. Like, I give her a ride one day, now I get pulled over. The cop told the other cops that he was following me, but he was in front of us the whole time. He knew where we was going. He turned in the parking lot before we did. And I was on the way to work. Then my mama pulled up on the scene trying to look like as if she didn't know what was going on. But the look on my face, I look on her face, I can tell, like, bro, you trying to make it seem like you concerned. You trying to make it seem like you don't know what's going on. But I can see straight through you. I'm in the back of the car in handcuffs looking at her like, shit crazy. But I know for a fact, I end up leaving my hometown. I ended up not going to these court dates, not none of that shit. I left my hometown. And when I left my hometown, I've been being followed by people in multiple states. Like they knew who I was. When I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, and even New York. Like, y'all motherfuckers working together and shit. But I'm exposing this shit, man. I don't give a fuck. I can't be cordial no more. Because I know if it was up to y'all, I'd be dead right now. And y'all be playing with money that belong to me. And ain't no telling who the fuck is supposed to be next. I know I ain't worried about me. I got that divine protection. I ain't worried about shit. But we ain't about to play that delusional shit no more. But that's the only reason why I came back home, though. Because I realized, I realized my power and they can't fuck with me. And I was like, how the fuck am I let them kick me out of a house that they bought with my money? And when I said that to him this morning, his ass left the house. Stormed out of this bitch. And now he fucking with the Wi-Fi. That's why I had to turn it off and use my data. Childish ass motherfucker. He can't fuck with me in the physical, so he won't go and run and do spell work. Like, that shit ain't already kicking his ass. He was in the hospital on his birthday. About damn to have a heart attack because of the shit he doing. And you gonna keep doing it? It's not affecting me. Nigga, you gonna kill yourself. Karma coming for all y'all motherfuckers. Some of y'all gonna already know people fate. I already know who gonna die. I already know who gonna go to prison. I already know. It's just like waiting for this shit to play out. And it's really going off of me. And I've been delaying shit by people pleasing, thinking that my brother death was bringing shit back together, but these motherfuckers was really using that shit against me, using my vulnerability against me. I went to my brother's funeral and I tried to be cordial, but if only because my brother told me to be cordial. Chris talked to me all the fucking time. Me and Chris talk more now that he dead than we did when he was alive. I swear to God. He told me not to ruin his funeral, but I was gonna ruin that bitch. I was gonna ruin that bitch. I'm not even gonna lie. They had, you know what I'm saying? They had my brother in this fucking church talking about Jesus and all this shit. My brother don't even believe in Jesus, bro. We don't believe in Jesus. We are not Christians, bro. We don't follow that fake ass shit. That shit had me heated in that bitch. But I sat there quiet. But it ain't about that though. But I don't know why for a second I really thought that I had hope for this family getting back right and shit after my brother dying. But I seen they was using my vulnerability against me. Cause they know if they don't finish intended for me, they gonna go to prison. They know that. So they trying to compete out, they trying to finish out this plan. Or listen, when I first moved back here, I ain't had shit. And I came back here for my kids. I went on my family property, opened up a space, and I put a tent on that bitch with the intentions of building that shit and all that, getting me a motherfucking RV and all that shit. The only reason why my pops told me to come back here because it would expose everything if motherfuckers see me in a fucking tent by myself. People don't know the half of the shit I went through leaving this bitch. I left my hometown with nothing just to save my life. I left with nothing. I still remember the very first day when I my eyes got open to this shit. I was watching a reading, right? A tarot reading. It was saying, they gonna try to offer you a drink. Do not take it. They gonna try to poison you. Soon as I walked through the house door, we was living in Pinewood. As soon as I walked through the door, my auntie, my mom, and my dad sitting right here, and they offered me a fucking tea, some type of tea I ain't never seen before. It was in a little clear fucking thing, looked like a Starbucks type of cup.